activist, you run against repression. And after this is over and we all get to go home, Ian and the organizers are going to face repression. You can count on it. So let's keep in contact with him. Let's trade phone numbers, and let's make sure that he's okay. He's not getting pulled over all the time. His house isn't getting raided because with what's going on, it's easy for him to call the terrorists, and we want to look out for him after the fact. So when we leave here and talk to our friends, let's keep in mind that these guys have to clean up and they have a lot to deal with. So let's keep it together with those guys too. Financially, this was a benefit for a political prisoner who I'm going to read his letter in a second. I don't know financially how the show did. If you got $5 or $10, it's not going to get spent any better than going to this cause and going to this guy's commissary. Having been in prison for 7 months as a convicted ALF activist, ramen noodles will never be more important to you as an inmate. So if you have an extra $5, $10, $20, whatever you have, don't go get the new Britney Spears CD. Give it to these guys for this cause, because it's important. And if everybody in the room gives up a few dollars, that's a good amount of money. So just thank you for keeping that in mind. This is a letter written by Jeff Lures, who is in prison right now. And I've read it like 100 times today, and it keeps echoing in my mind. And I hope when we leave here with this motivation that we've got this weekend, that these words still echo in our minds, and that we turn more people to our cause and take some of our friends who maybe could care less about this stuff, start talking to them and teaching them, and so on and so forth. Letter to the Total Liberation Fest. We are spiraling towards our destruction as war, poverty, and environmental crisis claim lives directly throughout the world. Never before has the human race been confronted by so many threats, and they are each of our own making. Haven't you noticed the strange weather patterns? That power has become completely centralized in the hands of a dangerous few, and that they are building more and more prisons to make room for you. The elite are riding the backs of the poor. It is our sweat and blood that makes their profits, so they can live in the finest that life has to offer. Meanwhile, it's our water and soil that they're polluting, our neighborhoods that they're building their incinerators in to burn their toxins. It is our family members they imprison, and we are the recruiting grounds for the war. We are always the first to suffer and always the first to die. We are fighting for the right to live. Make no mistake, this is no game. The consequences are real. A war has started, one that is not of our making. We can fight or we can lose. That is our choice. The rich and the powerful have already declared themselves the winners. They're splitting the spoils and counting their money. Waiting, watching, and ready, hidden behind the walls of their gated communities protected by metal detectors, bodyguards, armies, and weapons of unimaginable destruction. They are the most protected group of people to ever walk the earth, but they live in fear. They live in fear because when the lights go out and the darkness falls, they know that they are the target. They have built a system so finely tuned, so delicate, that one loose bolt, one slipped belt, one disgruntled worker can bring this all to a standstill. A handful of fanatics brought the world's most powerful economy to its knees, and one overloaded circuit shut down the entire Northeast for days. One computer virus, one saboteur, one lone gunman, one whistleblower, and it all comes crashing down. One person can be the difference. Stand up and be counted. That's from Jeff Lures. Give it up for him. Ian, thank you very much for putting this together. Hats off.